Hey there, fellow Apocalypse veterans, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Bandit Slayer. Episode 12, Lot Lizards and Farm Freaks. I would love to finish reading this, though. Being able to reinforce my clothing, getting the most bang for my buck for the thread and leather would be awesome. So I think I'm going to do that, too. Finish off the book, even if it's 1 in the morning. I've been waking up at, like, ungodly early hours, so I'm not too worried about that. Waking up a little later. So I will take the Metalwork level 2 book with me. So that I can top up. One thing I wish is, your sinks would show, like, all of the water that it's connected to. Because it only shows, like, 1 barrel. Even though I think I'm connected to all 5 barrels up top. Which is, like, a swimming pool's worth of water. I mean, realistically, IRL, that much water in that many barrels would probably, like, cave my roof in. It'd be too much weight. And that's why we don't use lamps. Alright, you're dead to me, gray lamp. The light bulb blew out in the middle of the night. That's what that sketchy noise was. That was the lamp going, ha ha! You installed me just moments ago. Guess what? I'm useless. I know you can replace the bulbs, but I'm so pissed that it broke within a few hours of me installing it. It's just like, bye. Not my problem now. Alright, so let's grab that tank. And you guys want me to head into Riverside? And then maybe before that, I'll just reinforce some of the clothing I'm currently wearing. So that if I do get attacked by zombies or bandits, I'm a little bit better protected. Do the floodlight bulbs go pop too? I think they do. But it's one of those situations like, is it worth it for my protection? Maybe, probably. I mean, that's a little up to you, but I think it is. Because it really only takes 1 bite and you're dead. So, even if it is annoying to be at the whims of light bulbs going pop, ultimately it's probably worth it. So I don't have a lot of leather strips. I might need to tear up some of the leather clothing that I have to do more reinforcements. Because I have a bunch of spare jackets. Right, I have 6 of them. Oh, this one's already ripped. So I'll leave 2 alone. Tear up the others. So I have how many strips? 43. Thought I had more thread. Maybe I don't. I swore I had more thread than this. Must be dreaming. Alright, whatever. So clothing. Let's go add protection to my pants, because my shins are the least protected, so I'm going to add to left shin, and to right shin, and then long socks to left shin, and right shin. So now my shins are up to 24. Next will be gloves. And then leather jackets, neck, and forearms. And then thighs. So I'm not going everywhere at once because I have like a bulletproof vest on. So the bulletproof vest can protect a whole lot. So what I'm trying to do is I have a limited amount of thread. I'm trying to protect what needs the most protection, which is forearms and neck and hands and thighs and shins. All right, so I'm out of thread now. And yes, I know before someone mentions it, I could go out and strip all the clothing off the zombies that are out there, but my priority wasn't working on tailoring, so I don't want to spend so much time doing that because that's not what you voted on. So I'm aware that I could shred all the zombies' clothing. I'm just not doing it. Alright, I'll open a few cans of food for the road. Road food. Good. Oh, I thought I opened this. Okay. So now my protection stats are a little bit higher, and I'm ready to go. So, are vitamins used for preventing colds? No. Vitamins reduce your fatigue. They're like energy pills. Reducing cold, there's a few different ways to do it. One is to have the Outdoorsman trait, which is the easiest, laziest way to do it. Outdoorsman basically almost removes your chance to get colds altogether. So they're pretty amazing. And then if you're not rocking Outdoorsman like me, you have to stay dry and warm. Those are the big ones. So when it's raining out, you want to towel off and dry off. And then if you're cold, you want to warm up. And what ends up happening if you get a cold is you'll start sniffling and sneezing and coughing, which creates a whole lot of noise and alerts zombies to your location. So that's what ends up happening. But I almost always run Outdoorsman, and it's for two reasons. One is to remove the whole colds thing, and another is that you can move around trees and not get cut up. Because walking through forests, you'll get covered in scratches unless you have Outdoorsman. So Outdoorsman for 2 points is one of the best traits, in my opinion. Oh, I didn't grab the propane, did I? Whatever. There's probably propane in garages in the residences over here. Anyway. So you guys wanted me to go back into Riverside. So that's where I'm headed. Turn on the emergency channel. One thing I could do is the radios for the cars in the lot here. Although there's a lot of zombies in there, huh? Why is there so many zombies stuck in there? Oh, whatever. Guess they die. Oh, right, my radio is still on. Poke him through the fence. I don't have a good poke stick. That's another reason why spears are amazing, is if you live anywhere with chain link or wrought iron fences, spears can poke through fences really effectively. Like, the most pokey thing I have right now is like a screwdriver, and I'm gonna break it well before I kill enough zombies to make it worth the poking. Alright. They're probably going to surround the car a little bit, but that's fine. Now, if I really wanted to burn my propane, I could dismantle wrecks. But the amount of propane that you have to use to dismantle a car is ridiculously high, so it's not worth it. I guess I'll take tape too. Tape's one of those things that it doesn't repair things well, but it does technically repair things. It doesn't weigh very much, so it's pretty cheap to have. Alright. Metalworking, almost level 2. That's how fast it goes. How much propane do I have left? Not much. I'm not worried about hinges and knobs. It's not that I haven't remembered, I just don't... I don't need doors in my loft urgently. It's mostly a cosmetic benefit. And I can leave cosmetic stuff for much, much later. Did they fix the bug where it made it basically impossible to dismantle a car due to the fuel cost? Not that I know of. I think so. We're still rocking that problem. Ooh, 2 annotated maps. We got one for Central. They're all over. Don't go. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Oh, West Point. Tools left in the bedroom. Ooh, tools in the bedroom. I like how there's just a little like, oh, and there's pizza over here. Like that's a pretty weird thing to put on a map, considering pizza's perishable, and I guess they had really high hopes that they could return quickly. Speaking of pizza, I have propane in my bag. That's why I'm heavy. Wondering about that. No, the radio is just about the only nice thing in this entire car. Everything else is trash to hell. Hey, you. Poke. This is definitely not good for my screwdriver. Oh, you know what? I have a hunting knife. I forgot about that. I could have poked him with a hunting knife. I do find it useful to have, like, a blunt weapon so that you can kill zombies that have clothing that you want. Because if you use a sharp weapon against zombies that have clothing that you want, you will wreck the clothing. So always having at least one blunt weapon on you at all times is good. A lot of the times I'll also try to keep an axe on me at all times, because axes can be really helpful to like cut down trees to make new weapons. Because with an axe and a knife, you can make spears, right? And then a poking weapon, I wouldn't say is a must, but it can be handy to have access to something that can poke. So that if in a situation like this, you can stab them through the fence and whittle down their numbers without really putting a lot of risk. Well, I have the key for this thing, but it's virtually out of fuel. I also might not be able to get access to... Ooh, nice. I might not be able to get access to the engine, because, for the radio. Yeah, it's like parked 2 up against the fence. I'm not taking that radio. The perishability of pizza is totally dependent on how hungry you are. Well, my character has weak stomach. So normally I would agree. But the threat of death looming from eating a bad pizza has me behave real well. I'll put it that way. God, these radios are all in like remarkably good condition. 83%, and the rest of the car is like trashed. Another thing that does help when you're trying to level up your electrical is if you gain access to enough materials, you can just make a whole new radio with the pieces of old radios, and then dismantle the radios that you make yourself, and that's a nice little feedback loop. Is this the last map? No. Ooh, box of 9mm with a spare 9mm gun. No, mind if I do. The new one is empty, so I should eject the magazine and reload it. But having 2 guns is better than 1. Man, I really am an American. Ugh. Also, if you're bored out of your mind, you can level up your reloading skill by just... I think actually it doesn't work with this. I forget exactly how it works. I think there's a restriction about using the same bullets unloading and reloading. I could be wrong about that. I don't recall the details. I might be thinking of Tarkov. I think Tarkov has a rule like that. Alright, well now I have 2 guns, so I don't have to reload as much. It's too bad you can't duel with them, that'd be hilarious. This is not really helping my electrical skill all that much, though. Sounds like my knife broke? I don't believe it did. Because it wouldn't be in my belt otherwise. No. It was just the combat sound. I wish I had enough time to put more away in my truck. So I'm fighting this fight slightly encumbered, which is like not great. Oh, getting too close. There we go. Ankle biters. Okay, my carry weight is a lot lower now. Having ditched a 10-kilo propane tank. It's weird that it didn't transfer the keyring. It wasn't favorited or anything. Oh, we got, raiders. It's also 4 p.m. So it's not like a totally ridiculous time to bail on this area anyway. But I don't need to worry about the raider alerts, because if I'm not in the area, they're definitely not going to be around me. So I'm going to bail on this spot. Maybe on my way back, I can stop by the farmhouse, depending on how many zombies are around the farm area. So there's a farmhouse out to my right, out to the northwest, and, you know, it might be worth swinging by there and seeing if there's tools in it or something like that. I don't have high hopes, but could be worth checking. Hey, Silver and Chains. You're late? Yeah, there's 15 minutes left, so, you know, better late than never, I suppose. But thanks for tuning in and resubbing. I appreciate it. It doesn't look to me like this farm is going to be worth it. There's a lot of zombs for the amount of loot potential. Maybe I'll clear out this, like, tool shed. But yeah, there's a lot of zombies around. I'll leave the truck running for that reason. I hate when you stomp and they just, like, you miss. Because they, like, rolled over while you were stomping or whatever. It's annoying. I guess there's not too many of them. I don't like that they're stacked up so much. There we go. Oh my god. Oh. My Nimble's pretty close to level 2. That's a really good milestone, and my Long Blunt's about to level up as well. I was gonna say, if this was alarmed, I'd be really mad. So I've hit a lot of alarms. Oh yes, the farmer with the need for 3 spare sport tires. Believable. Two empty crates. And nothing but a hoe. Oh, I can dismantle barrels. Yeah, that's right. Technically, I could dismantle the metal shelving. It's just, I like to use metal shelving, so I usually leave it. Because if you dismantle all the metal shelving everywhere, I don't know. I just don't. I'll hit up the other tool shed while I'm here. Just because I have a little bit of time to do it. So there's a house and another tool shed over here. Oh, jeez. What's got me encumbered? Being hungry and... Yeah, okay. Oh god, they all aggroed? Okay, cool. Thought I was being stealthy. I was not. It's also 80 degrees Fahrenheit out in-game. And my character's like, you know, you're wearing a denim shirt and a leather jacket, right? It's like, yeah, I know. I just aggroed more of them, too. Do I still have the fuel tank? I do not. That bad boy is at least in the trunk. Ah. You're joking. Right as I kill them, the raiders come? Oh, it's okay. Hello. Oh, you ran out of breath? I mean, that's your fault, not mine. Yoink! Moron. Hey, it's the last map I needed for Louisville, too. So that's why I say it can be really dangerous to be, like, not close to an exit. Because that bandit spawned basically on top of me. I mean, if I needed to, I could probably have made it back to the car. But there was not a lot of time to react. Imagine if he had a gun or like a better weapon or something, right? It's a potentially dangerous situation, in other words. It's just, he ran up to me and then like was winded. I just smashed him in the face. It was pretty easy. But they're not all easy like that. Alright, let's reap the rewards. I was hoping to get some food from this home. And maybe some tools from the tool chest out back. Or tool shed out back. I'll dismantle that in a minute. I want to make sure the zombie is not... Alright, it's dead. I'll even drink pop. My weight is down to 83 and dropping, so I don't need to be too wary of junk food. Like, I can't slam it like I was before. But I don't need to be on a starvation diet either. Metalwork just hit 2. So I'm not going to bother using my propane torch. So that I can get the full benefits of my propane. I'll have to read the next book later. Getting drowsy. Hey, they have it's a pretty messed up baseball bat. I know I can turn it into like a baseball bat with spikes, but I have so many so many crowbars at home, like I don't care. Oh, sick! Nimble leveled up, not even really using it. There's a big old rifle in here, isn't there? Oh yeah. Okay. A 308. Nice. That thing has some kick. That's probably best used if I'm being attacked by raiders and I can get up on my roof and shoot them from the roof. Because if I slap a scope on that bad boy, it has some range. Oh, nice. One of these sick TVs. Yes, please. No, not the bed. The lamp. Did I bring more food? Here we go. The last few people I've murdered, I have murdered with crowbar, because they've been dumb. But yeah, that rifle, that's nice to have. One place I haven't looted yet is the police station in Riverside, and that would have, right? I didn't loot it. That would, no, I've been in there. I think I didn't mark it down as looted, but you know what? Maybe I didn't get into their gun closet, though, because I didn't have a weapon that could breach, if I recall. Alright, so the tool shed looks like there's 4 or 5 zombies out back. and I'm already pretty drowsy, so that's not like a fight I necessarily want to take. Also wanted to get in here because one of the things that's going to happen probably at some point, unless I'm like insanely lucky, is I'll probably get shot. And being able to tend to bullet wounds is kind of nice. So getting like forceps and scalpels and that kind of stuff. So what's in these trauma bags? Bandages, aqua wipes, antidepressants. I don't need adhesive bandages. And here we go. Suture needle and suture needle holder. That's what I wanted to find. So if I do end up getting, oh, and painkillers. If I do end up getting shot, I can, like, pull bullets out of my body. Can I shoot raiders from the roof? I can. Raiders are no different than zombies, you know, in terms of, like, aiming or whatever. And you can absolutely shoot zombies from the roof, right? Raiders, you can shoot from the roof, too. And it's fun. Once they're hugging your building, though, it gets a little harder, I will say. So if you're trying to shoot them from the roof, having like a gangplank or something to give you better line of sight is definitely useful. So I'm drowsy and I don't really want to get in a big fight with a lot of zombies, so I'm going to try to sneak into this tool shed to loot it without alerting too many. I left the twine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't suspect I'm going to be doing a ton of trapping, so... Oh, it hears me. Come on. I want to avoid the fight, but you guys won't let me. Am I going to level aiming, hitting things with the rifle? No. If you want to level aiming, you shoot shotguns. There's basically no better way than shooting shotguns for aiming level. Because of the way Project Zomboid's leveling system works, you get, like, bonus experience for added targets that you hit. So shooting a crowd with shotguns levels up your aiming like nobody's business. Whereas, like, rifles and handguns, it sucks. So the best way to do it is just to get a whole bunch of shotgun shells, you know, put a siren on from an emergency vehicle, make a lot of noise, round up a whole bunch of zombies, and just go to town with a shotgun. That levels up your shooting very fast. And I have the veteran profession, so my aiming is XP boosted as well. So just like shooting a shotgun a few times at a crowd and I'd like level up. It's pretty stupid fast. And as far as guns go, your skill level determines your accuracy tremendously. So small caliber handguns and shotguns are pretty easy to use with low level aiming, whereas long rifles are damn near impossible to use with low level aiming. So if you're trying to use where? Oh, this is the laundromat area. If you're trying to use ooh, raiders. If you're trying to use, you know, your a rifle when you're really low level aiming, you're going to be missing everything, and it will be a waste of ammo and a lot of noise. I'm not really worried about this raid group because it's not a hunter, it's a wanderer. Might be coming at me though. I'm not gonna let my guard down, but I'll leave the propane tank in the truck. Home sweet home. I think I'm just going to drop the gas cans here so I can remember to do something with them later. But that was a pretty good haul. A lot of stuff. Pretty good experience. Got a steak for later once I know how to move an electric stove. Bandages and the bullet wound materials and the rifle. Oh, the leather gloves don't belong there. Technically, I should put the rifle and its ammo in the weapons box too. One could argue every run that you walk away from is a good one. And given how difficult Project Zomboid is, I am definitely in agreement that, like, anything you walk away from is a good run. So in terms of skills, this stream, Nibble level 2, and maintenance level 3, carpentry level 8, metalwork level 2, electrical level 1. Yeah, this is pretty good progress. Pretty good progress. And then, you know, all of the loft here basically got built because it was almost not a loft last stream. So that was big. We also hooked up, built an entire farm on the roof and plumbed everything and hooked up generators, found 3 generators, hooked them up. Just tons of stuff. I mean, for the amount of harassment that we had from all of the alarm raiders, we got a lot done. And killed a lot of people. That also is true. I had to fight a lot of raiders. Run them over with the car, kill them with the crowbar. They had to die. It was all justified. You guys were my witnesses. But that brings me to the end of the stream. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Bandit Slayer, which originally streamed live on Twitch August 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Slayers.